If you want to become a plantaholic and you don't know which plants to start off with, then you clicked on the right video. Today I'm going to share with you guys my top favorite houseplants for beginners that are not only super easy to care for, but also they're pretty cool and exotic looking. Interested? Keep going watching. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As always, my name is Natalie and you're on my channel Home Gardening. So this video is for all of you who want to start to get some plants but don't know where to start from, which plant to choose, or maybe is afraid of a plant like, I don't know how to care, all of my plants died, and so on and so forth. So today I'm here for helping you to choose the best plant for you, maybe the proper plant for you. And today I will try to explain the plant and the care of a plant, and maybe I will help to pick up a proper plant for your home. Actually, there are many reasons why people start to get into the house plants. Well, it can be a part of design, or it can be just for cleaning air in your home and to help you sleep well. Or it can be to improve something in your home, or maybe you just want to add some colorful spots to your home. Or maybe you want to cultivate responsibility, when you have a plant, you start to care for it, you start to remember when you should water, when you should fertilize, where to put. It's some kind of cultivation of responsibility in you. And the best way to start it is to get a houseplant. Now, the hardest part of being a beginner when it comes to houseplants is to be conscious about the maintenance of taking care of a houseplant. But actually there are many, huge houseplants that are simple, easy to care for, that you can just add to your home and make it look cool with lots of fresh spots everywhere. So here is my top easy care for houseplants for beginners that I want to share with you. But before we start, make sure you are subscribed to this channel and you clicked to that bell. So yeah, let's get started. So the first plant I want to share with you is this beautiful goldfish, or other name Nematanthus, is also known as poppy plant, clone plant and goldfish plant. And also I have seen it also being referred to as kissing lips plant, which is quite fitting to this plant. The foliage of its plant is super beautiful, deep green and glossy. This plant, surprising to me, is an epiphyte. It grows on trees with its long stems covered in dark glossy green leaves and orange flowers. You may also see this plant being sold as Hippocerta glabra. Hippocerta was the old name for this genus, but now correctly identified by botanists as Nematanthus. They do well in shade or indirect bright light. They apparently bloom for a long time. The plant also goes in dormancy in winter, and this could also be the reason why it lost its flowers. Between watering, let the soil to dry out just a little before watering. Ensure your planter has good drainage. Water less in the winter, just enough to keep the soil from completely drying out. The goldfish plant loves humid. I don't mist it daily, but I do water it by turning on the shower every week. This is pretty much the only misting it gets because, let's face it, no one has time to mist plants daily. It would be good to prune the stems after flowering to promote branching and to give it a more bushy look. It can grow quite bushy and long. So yeah, for me this plant is quite easy to care for, super easy to maintain, and I would recommend this plant to a beginner because yeah, it's like a type of a succulent. It doesn't require much watering, just from time to time a little bit, and that would be enough. Let's move on. So the next plant I would definitely recommend to any plant beginner is Christmas cactus. Well, this popular winter flowering houseplant makes a great addition to almost nearly any interior design. And really, it's very simple to care for, super beautiful, easy to maintain, and as it is green almost the whole year round, it also adds a fresh green spot to your room. It can flower from October to January maybe, it depends from the conditions. Mine Christmas cactus flowers from the mid of November to the mid of January, yeah, something like that. Christmas cactus is not only easy to care for, but propagates easily too, making it an exceptional candidate for holiday gift giving. The Christmas cactus is easily propagated by cutting a short UV-shaped segment from the stem's tips. Cuttings for new plants cut back shoots from the tips. The cuttings should show signs of growth within a few weeks. Advice for Christmas cactus care tells us that it performs well under average home conditions with moderate care. The Christmas cactus will adapt to low light conditions, but the plant will produce blooms more readily if exposed to brighter light. That being said, too much direct sunlight can burn its leaves, so keep the Christmas cactus in an appropriate area to avoid this. When you know how to care for Christmas cactus, this plant is not difficult to manage, and when given proper care and placed in a suitable location, the Christmas cactus may even surprise you with additional blooming cycles throughout the year. So the next one is aloe vera. I have different types of aloe vera plants, but this one is my favorite, and aloe vera is probably one of my favorite plants to care for. They do thrive better in, probably I would say, in medium to bright light, but when it's come to watering, it is very similar to almost all succulent plants. As you can see, my aloe vera has a lot of babies, and why I don't repot it, I don't know. I like when my aloe vera bush looks more bushy, more thick with these babies. And yeah, this is super easy plant to maintain, super easy plant to care for. Just keep it in mind that this plant needs less watering, like minimum watering, can live in a direct sunlight, and need fertilizer, like you have to feed it once. I feed mine once in a month, and as you can see, that's enough. That's even more than enough for this plant. Aloe vera don't really requires as much watering. Well, I water all my aloe vera once in a week if it is super hot outside, and once in 2 weeks when the weather is not so hot. And in winter time I can water it almost once in a month. because many of my flowers are based in the colder place in my home, so most of them are not inside. Well, actually they are inside, but on a cold balcony. My next plant for beginners are these adorable cactus. Well, actually, yeah, you can say that cactus are not the best choice for the beginners, but I would say it is the best for the beginners, because my cactus, I will insert a video of it for you, are blooming almost the whole summer. This one is Gymnocalcium, also with a flowery bud, and also there are a lot of it somewhere there. And why they are super easy for beginners and actually easy to maintain? Because all they need is, actually are, direct sunlight, hot weather, little amount of water. I water my cactus once a week in the summer and once a month during autumn, winter and early spring time. And also it is very good in my conditions. Well, actually in my apartment they live on a cold balcony during the whole winter, so I put them just in a cold balcony for the winter time, and they are like in dormancy, not like, they are in the dormancy period. I water them once a month during this time, just a little bit, just to keep the soil moist, a little moist. And when it comes to a spring, they start flowering like something insane. They flowers and flowers and flowers again and again. And as I said, yes, they flowers almost the whole summer this year. And also this one, small tiny one, also had a flowery bud. I know what it is written on the internet about how to care of these types of cactus, that they should be shaded, especially in the hottest summer days, but mine are standing on the direct sunlight whole summer, and the balance of the potting medium should be sufficient to allow good drainage, so that the plants do not sit in soggy soil for more than a day or two after watering. Watering in the summer months while the plants are growing well can be frequent, weekly for small plants in small pots, but always allow the compost nearly to dry out before the next watering. Make sure to fertilize the cactus during the growing season for the best results. Repot as needed, preferably during the warm season. To repot a cactus, make sure the soil is dry before repotting and then gently remove the pot. Knock away the old soil from the roots, making sure to remove any rotted or dead roots in the process. Place the plant in the new pot and backfill with cactus mix potting soil, spreading the roots out as you repot. Leave the plant dry for a few weeks or so to reduce the risk of root rot, and then begin to water lightly. My next plant for beginners, of course, is a spider plant, and all I have to show you now at this moment are these cute babies of spider plant, because the largest one is hanging somewhere in my home. So all I have to show you today is these babies from my huge spider plant. And the spider plant is really the best plant for me, and I suppose for all of you, because this is the most adaptable house plant to almost all conditions indoors. The spider plant is considered one of the easiest to grow. This plant can grow in a wide range of conditions and suffers from few problems other than brown tips. The spider plant is so named because of its spider-like plants or spiderettes, which dangle down from the mother plant like spiders on a web. Available in green or variegated varieties, these spiderets often start out as small white flowers. Caring for spider plant is super easy. These tough plants tolerate lots of abuse, making them excellent candidates for newbie gardeners or those without a green thumb. Provide them with well-drained soil and bright indirect light, and they will flourish. Water them well, but do not allow the plants to become too soggy, which can lead to root rot. In fact, spider plants prefer to dry out some between waterings. Since spider plant prefers a semi-pot bound environment, repot them only when their large fleshy roots are highly visible and watering is difficult. Spider plants can be easily propagated as well through division of the mother plant or by planting the small spiderets. My next plant I want to share with you, for beginners of course, is this beautiful Asparagus Fern. And believe me, for me this is the easiest plant to care for. Well, actually, Asparagus Fern isn't exactly a common house plant, but with its feathery, light foliage, it's quite attractive and can be successfully grown indoors. And also, my asparagus has these small new growths over here. I hope you can see it. Also, I love Asparagus Fern because of its foliage, because it's so like airy plant. And also I have few of them somewhere here and also somewhere there of course. So let's talk about the Asparagus Fern. In warmer regions, the fern can be easily adapted to outdoor culture, where it sometimes grows like a creeper and can even become invasive. Indoors, the key to a robust asparagus fern is to keep the plant bushy and dense, so its lace-like foliage forms an attractive mound. Growing asparagus fern is easy. The frilly feathery asparagus fern plant appears soft and fuzzy, but when taking care of asparagus fern, you may be surprised to find they have thorny spurs. This, however, is no reason not to grow asparagus ferns. Simply wear gloves during asparagus fern care. Asparagus fern can provide small flowers and berries when it is happy in its location. Berries can be planted to propagate the asparagus plant. Medium green cascading foliage that will quickly fill a container can be expected when growing asparagus fern. The next plant for beginners is a snake plant. Also very easy to maintain, to care for, and very easy to water. Why? Because it needs to be watered like once in 2 weeks. They're easy to grow, but there are a few things you should know. These plants aren't favored by everyone because of their strong, bold look and tough pointed leaves. They're definitely not the soft, touchy-feely kind of plants, but certainly have character and present quite the striking silhouette. I, on the other hand, love them, and I have quite a few of them. I had many varieties, both growing in pots. Their modern, edgy feel appears to me along with how easy they are to care of. These evergreen perennials are very long-lived, unlike some houseplants. If you're looking for your own snake plant, there are many different species and varieties on the market, with more new ones being introduced each year. You can find them tall or short, with round, flat or concave leaves, and variegated with dark green, silver, light green, yellow or white. And the last plant for today is, of course, it's a jade plant. Yes, the jade plant or crassula and different types of jade plants are super easy to care for, and they're definitely the best one for beginners. As for me, this is the easiest plant for beginners. The plant needs minimal care to thrive as indoor plant. It is beautiful indoor plant with thick leaves which can enhance the beauty of your living room when kept there, or revitalize every cell of your being while you are sleeping in your bedroom. These plants can grow very well in medium light and room temperature and needs watering once a week, so it is definitely not a problem to have it in offices and homes. So there you guys have it. These were all my plants that I wanted to share with you for beginners. Feel free to comment below. Maybe you can suggest some other plants that you guys are think may be great for beginners. You can write your ideas in the comment below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends. Maybe they want to get into a plant and they don't know where to start from and which plant they should choose. So I hope you found this video funny, maybe useful. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumb up. See you very soon in my next video. Bye!